Hey yo, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source, your source for celeb news. Now today we have, yo man, we got Cardi B talking about, you know what I'm saying, what went down with like when she found out about Offset, man. You know what I mean? And Offset. My bad, man. When she found out about Takeoff, man, you know what I mean? I'm gonna get my life together. All right? We got Lil Tjay, man, what went down with him and Ice Spice, man. We also got a 21Savage, man, getting into heated arguments about violence and whatnot, man. Ja Rule making sense like a fathermucker, man. And we got what went down with that unveiling of the Martin Luther King statue. Again, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source. And yo, if this is your first time to the channel, man, be sure to hit that like button if you feel any part of the content. We definitely appreciate that. That notification bell is waiting for your tap, so go on and give it a tap. And the subscribe button is waiting for your subscription, man, so go on and touch that too. Hey, look. Did you see that unveiling of that Martin Luther King dedication statue, man? Look, they done spent $10 million on this statue, man. Look. Let me let you take a look at it before I say anything. All right, take a look real quick. $10 million, man. $10 million? I am not impressed, yo. You know what? I'ma say it. I'ma say what your filthy behind is thinking, all right? I know a penis when I see one, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't fooling nobody with this bull-ish right here, man. You mean to tell me every single Confederate statue in the damn country is a full-blown racist man meticulously detailed on a horse with every hair of his racist mustache in place, with his racist hat holding up his racist arm and his racist sword into the air? You know what I'm saying? Fully detailed with pupils, eyelashes, cuticles. And they gave Martin Luther King for $10 million. They gave this man an arm. I mean, come on, bruh. Now, look, Ebro posted a better picture of the arm and what it looked like, the arm in question, okay? But Ebro also posted this. He said, let me see what he said, because he said something that made sense. He said, okay. But my opinion is, if there's a statue of a meaningful black couple, because it's supposed to be like, you know what I'm saying, Martin Luther King hugging his lady, you know what I mean? So he said, if there's going to be a meaningful black couple statue loving each other, I want to see their faces in full expression of love. Where is that statue of a black family or people embracing one another? This type of abstract art is best placed in a museum. I mean, look, I think he said it in a very nice way, man. Yeah, I mean, he said it quite nicely, didn't he? Look, a lot better than what I would have said. I'd have been like, get the F up out of here with that abstract bull-ish, man. You know what I'm saying? And give me back my $9,999,900, bruh. Cause that ain't worth like 100. You know what I'm saying? Arms embrace. Are you kidding me, man? That's like pulling the sheets back off your feet to reveal your weird looking pinky toenail. You know what I mean? That ain't quite a nail. It's just like a line, like a hard line. You know what I'm saying? And the news ain't any better. Like we're living. This is rinky dink. It's really rinky dink over here, man. You know what I'm saying? Those of y'all that are like, I'd love to go to it's really rinky dink over here. Okay, circus. I'm talking big top circus type stuff over here. You see what I'm saying? The news was like, we are going to honor Martin Luther King Jr. by telling you about what Julia Roberts is planning on doing concerning his holiday. And I was like, wait a minute, how the hell they turned this into a segment on Julia Roberts? Talking about rinky dink over here, man. Anyway, let me see here. The self-proclaimed icon, Ja Rule, is out here making a sense like a fathermucker over here, man. You know what I'm saying? Here is some wisdom that you up-and-coming artists and those of y'all making a bag may not have been told by the older generation, but Ja Rule is taking time out of his schedule to explain it to y'all. Take a listen real quick.
I got rich very early in life. I was like 22, 23, and I made my first $1 million. So it's like, I made so many mistakes. Buying everybody, running around cars. It was just going, just doing it. And you learn from that. You know what I'm saying? You just think the money never stops when you're young and you're getting it like that. I'm making $14, $15 million a year at a clip. Like, you know, so you thinking like, this can never stop. All I got to do, go in the studio, make some new hits, make some new records, and then things happen. It's a privilege to have fans and have people love you and adore you. So young artists out there, just know that. Just know that this ain't promised to you. You hot right now. Tomorrow they turn your lights out, and everybody hates you for whatever reason because you said this on stage, or you know, it happened.
Now, I must admit, I never fully liked the man's music. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never liked the man's music, but I completely like his person, which is infinitely more important than his art. You see what I'm saying? It's a smart dude right here, Ja Rule, man. A wise dude, humble it seems. You know what I mean? I like that and I respect that. Shout out to Ja Rule. You follow what I'm saying, man? When that newscaster said, let's see what Ja Rule has to say about 9/11, now I low-key want to know what the man had to say. You see what I'm saying? Like, the man is intelligent. He has wisdom, man. And he can see what's going on at the back of the bus. You see what I'm saying? From the front. Shout out to Ja Rule for that, man. Real talk, man. That is a super important detail of life, man. You know what I mean? When somebody, like, when they be making sense, and this man is speaking knowledge that a lot of people probably ain't speaking to these newer artists. That's why they so busy trying to kill each other. Anyway, look, I think I'm doing great on time over here, man. Yeah, we're doing a short one for today. Look, ninjas are arguing on Clubhouse once again. Look, you can't tell me the feds ain't involved in putting stuff like this together, man. This time is 21Savage. Take a listen.
On this moment your whole life, so you can argue with a nigga on Clubhouse. You keep letting all these Chicago niggas boost your head up like y'all niggas ain't dying in real life, man. Stop playing.
Then that sounds like a few niggas I know from the rag. All right, bro. So you saying y'all undefeated on that side? Y'all ain't took no loss?
Man, every nigga that we beef with, nigga, 30 of they niggas get smoked, nigga, and don't nothing happen to us, nigga. In real life, nigga. It's real life, nigga. Man, hey, look, Cap, you from Chicago. I advise you to shut the fuck up. I advise you to shut the fuck up, cause the niggas that I fuck with out there spanking shit. So stop playing.
All that shit sounds good.
Y'all ain't spanking nothing, nigga.
That's the only thing y'all ever did. That's one nigga. Alright, how many? Hey, look. Alright, look. You would die. You would die, nigga. You would die.
The stuff that RICO charges are made of, ain't it? You like Celeb. You sound like you want it to happen. No. I'm not saying I want it to happen. I just want people to learn by observation. You know what I'm saying? Just observe and learn. You know what I mean? Come on. Like, I think, how can I say this right? Like, if you don't have great levels of self-control, you probably shouldn't have, like, you know what I mean? Like, you probably shouldn't have, like, a platform where you are being able to speak too much, because you'll start to leak out information that you did not intend to leak out, and that will be used against you. And you know, people will gather information for like 6-7 years, man. Right? Didn't they have like stuff on NBA YoungBoy for like 7 years? I think it was NBA or Casanova. It was Casanova. They had stuff on Casanova for like 7 years. You see what I'm saying? These people they'll is he American? Let me Google. Is 21Savage American? Is 21Savage British? Let me see if he British. Early life, 21Savage was born in London, the son of but is he a U.S. citizen? It's been 3 years since he's been detained by immigration authorities in a case that revealed the rapper to be a British citizen, a revelation that even surprised many of his fellow hip-hop peers. You mean to tell me? Wait, is he getting deported? I didn't get deported, I got detained. And you mean to tell me this someone from another country is coming over here talking like this? I know you're not bruh. I know you're not coming over here, like, you're not supposed to. I don't go to like my neighbor's house with trash bags. You see what I'm saying? I don't bring my garbage to his house. I don't do that. You know what I mean? I know this man is not talking like let me get to my shout outs. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to be a snitch. You know what I'm saying? You're like, why you sound like you mad about it? So, okay, no. Because let me do this shout out real quick. And it really touched me, man, because I like this dude. You know what I'm saying? Roman Mona, my man, came through and said, all of our mothers taught us to mind our business and stop tattletaling. It's been a stand-up tradition for decades, long before the gang and crack epidemic. I rock with you usually, but don't disrespect those of us who view life differently. Coming across to from one subscriber, Callus. My bad. Coming across to one subscriber, Callus rubs 25 more wrongly that share her viewpoint. I think I understand what he's saying. He said, you're beginning to be more opinionated and biased My bad. I'm gonna try to read your statement like I got some sense. You're beginning to give more opinionated, biased takes on the media, and then calling certain viewers stupid for not being in alignment. That's definitely not the Jesus way. Let me keep it going. Simply because you yourself identify telling as to rat. Why would anyone want to be considered such a thing? Just because it's not offensive to be called a roach or a rat in character to you, it might be to some of us. I'm not in the street, so I don't have ish to snitch about, but I'm still a stand-up human. I lost my place. Since childhood. Even my sister didn't tattletale. Nothing close to rats in character. We just stayed warning each other of the consequences of getting caught, encouraging one another to follow the rules instead. It's a stand-up tradition. Algo fed. Okay. We appreciate you feeding the algorithm. All right, we definitely appreciate you feeding the algorithm. And I hope I might not have been misunderstood on this situation. But listen, let me throw this out here, okay? Because I might have used the word snitching and ratting synonymously. I may have done that. But I don't think snitching is equivalent to tattletale. I don't think it's the same thing. See, to tattletale and snitching, as we know it in the culture, they're two different things. Neither of which would be considered stand-up, in my opinion, okay? Tattletelling usually involves telling for something small, where no one will largely be hurt. You know what I'm saying? But somebody might get in minor trouble. Like me tattletelling when one child is looking at another child's paper and I'm telling the teacher, oh, teacher, so-and-so was looking at Roman Mona's paper. You see what I'm saying? No huge harm, right? But if I'm in a room with a child that you love, right? And 7 other people are there with me, right? And me and my partner killed a kid, right? And the people in the room who saw me kill that kid, you know what I'm saying? And you want to know now. You like, yo, who the hell killed the child that I love? And the people in the room are all looking at you and ain't saying nothing. You know what I'm saying? Them some stand-up ninjas roaming. I think, if that's what you're alluding to, I'm asking that question. Are those stand-up people? You know what I mean? That's a stand-up move them ninjas in that room did to not tell you who killed the child that you love when they was in the room. You see, Roman, I love you, bro. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's incorrect, if that's what you were saying. And that's what these dudes is promoting. It's stand up till it happens to your little cousin. Then it ain't stand up no more. You know what I'm saying? That snitching thing. It ain't stand up no more at that point. 7 people in a room. They right there. Don't nobody know nothing. And we supposed to believe that those people are doing a stand up thing, defending the evil so they could kill another nephew, another father, another sister? No, sir. I don't know. I'm super opinionated on that one. I'm afraid. You know what I'm saying? As you may be in the opposite direction if you are saying what I thought you were saying. You know what I mean? But I do appreciate your thoughts. Real talk, man. You know what I mean? And I'm going to think it over and see where I'm wrong, because maybe I'm wrong. You know what I mean? Y'all in the comments, listeners, please chime in. But it sounded like he was saying I had an issue with when people snitch, and snitching is, not snitching is a stand-up tradition. You know what I mean? Which I think it is not. Not like 100% it is not. Okay? Because once you're involved in crime, then anything you're doing in relation to that, unless you are repenting or you're sorry for it, anything you're doing in perpetuation and furtherance of that crime, to me, is not stand up. That includes not saying something about it. You know what I mean? Now, how can I say this? So if I'm involved in a crime, I don't mean to make this long. If I'm involved with you in a crime, and then I saw you commit the murder, and then they bag me, right? Or I committed the murder. Okay, wait. If I saw them bag you and then and you committed the murder, right? I say, yeah, I was with them and I didn't pull the trigger, right? I could say that. Is that snitching at that point? I was with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you was with him. Yeah, I was with him. I did not pull that trigger. Are you saying he pulled it? I'm saying I did not pull it. So by default, you're saying he pulled it. I'm just telling you what I didn't do. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all would consider that to be snitching. You know what I mean? Let me know in the comments below. Is that snitching? Just call it scenario 1. In scenario 1, that is or that is not snitching. Anyway, let's get right back to it. That's the only shout out I have. Shout out to Roman Mona, man. He's always holding us down, man. I do appreciate you coming through, feeding the algorithm all the time, man. You always looking out for us, man. You know what I'm saying? And lastly, for the people in the back, my man said, listen, Celeb, good job on the purging of the channel. Some of the Decepticons are so backwards in their perception of what life is. If they unsubscribe, let them. We good over here, man. Yo, I appreciate you holding us down and supporting us in that, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we got to say what we say sometimes you got to trim the fat. You know what I mean? We got to trim the fat. Where we at over here, man? Lastly, I gotta give this person a shout out. IVS. They say you talk religion, but you always big up 50 Cent. How Jesus and 50 Cent get so much love on the same channel? Is it because of what they did with water? I think you're talking about the wine. No. 50 Cent, I like when I see him apologize, and I like when I see him trying to do good in a culture. I could appreciate that. Any artist that looks like they took whatever they did and they're trying to, like, it looks like give back in the community and do better, you know what I'm saying, from where they came from, I could respect that. Any artist doing that, I don't care who it is, man. You know what I'm saying? If they're trying to do better and trying to steer away from crime and stuff like that, giving people jobs and whatnot, starting schools and whatnot, I could rocks with that. That's why I love me some 50 Cent. You know what I mean? You know, he ain't gonna do everything perfect, but which one of us does? Not you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about you, Ivy. I'm just saying in general. Now, where we at over here? I meant to finish this up fast, but here I go. I was on the gram. I bumped into some information that said Ice Spice was a biology major. I was like, word? You know what I'm saying? I can see her in a lab coat swirling around liquids in a beaker. Anyway, Ice Spice, who had an amazing 2022 with her breakout hit Munch, spoke on her musical influences. She stated, quote, "When I saw Nicki Minaj, I was so mesmerized." Yeah, a lot of us were too. She goes, "She's the first female rapper that I saw, and ever since then I was kind of set on what I wanted to be. Also, I would live to go on a date with Celebs Sauce." All right, look, she ain't say that part, you know what I'm saying? But she probably would, though. If, like, she probably would say that, you know what I'm saying? But it's a no for me, sis. You know what I'm saying? We don't do gaslighting over here. Not against us, at least. You know what I'm saying? Now, Ice Spice did also say, she said, "All my siblings tell me how they just see me all over TikTok, TikToks for you page. And all their friends be singing my song and stuff. It's crazy. I just started my career, so I got a long way to go before I'm satisfied. But I want to be remembered for all the things I didn't get to do yet." Close quote. You didn't get to do yet? You didn't get to do yet, or you did? Oh, I guess she's saying there are things that I want to do that I want to be remembered for when I do them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I kind of wish she explained what she's referring to, but whatever. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Oh, by the way, Lil Tjay, who was hit with hot metal 7 times back in June, was arrested. All right, while shooting a video with none other than Ice Spice. The man has been arrested for gun possession, and honestly, they should have let the man slide. I mean, the man done got popped seven times. You know what I'm saying? Now, you don't think that entitles you to carry a weapon, man? You like Celeb. Wouldn't you be extra jumpy, though? You damn right I'd be extra jumpy. Look, if you turn on a light, I'm in a room, pop. You know what I'm saying? Toilet flush too loud, pop. 4th of July, New Year's, bodies galore. Pop, pop, pop. Everybody getting popped. You know what I'm saying? Everybody going dead. You know what I mean? If 7 times, please. 7 times, I probably wouldn't go outside neither. And finally, I gotta hurry up, man. I'm supposed to be watching the movie Avatar. You know what I mean? I want to see it, but I don't want to see it. You know what I mean? Because it's 3 hours, man. I'm about to go like an hour and a half late, damn near. Anyway, we knew as time progressed, we would hear more from Offset's camp about that fateful night of, you know what I'm saying? And here we are, man. This time we're getting information from Cardi B. Take a listen to how she describes the events of that fateful Halloween night. Take a listen.
We were supposed to go to Lala's party in New York, and my daughter threw up all over my costume. So me and Offset... So
Halloween was over?
Halloween was over because it was just so much throw up on the costume, and I had nothing to wear. So we just fell asleep, and out of nowhere, like Offset's phone kept ringing, my phone kept ringing, and like Offset picked up the phone, and he's just like, "No," and he's screaming, and like he's screaming like, "No," and I'm like, what's going on? And he's like, "Takeoff is dead," and I'm like, I smacked and I said, "Don't say that, like don't say that," and then he just like screaming and just throwing things, throwing up, running all over, and I was so scared. Like I was just crying so much. It was terrible.
Crazy, man. Crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I always think, like, you know what I'm saying? Like little big things like that. Like what if Offset were there? You know what I mean? Like the little big things. You know what I mean? Like what if Offset were there? Like his position in space and time, that could have made a difference. You know what I'm saying? Offset could have been standing in a different spot. You know what I mean? Offset or any other person in the vicinity could have caught lead. There's so many alternatives to like how things could have played out. Maybe they would have left sooner. Maybe the shootout would have happened in a different setting. And I'm sure Offset battles with those kinds of questions in his mind on a regular, man. You know what I'm saying? But what if propositions are kind of sort of pointless, man? Because an infinite number of circumstances could have played out at any given time. You know what I mean? Like, for Offset to have been there would mean that he wasn't at another location where his presence would have had a definite effect. Because it did have a definite effect. You know what I mean? It could have meant Cardi B could have been on the road driving home, and tragedy could have struck then to a different set of people. See, things have to play out the way they play out, because as Rondo once put it, everything is already written. You know what I'm saying? You like, where you hear that from? Where everything's already written? I'm saying, like, that's physics, bro. You know what I mean? Like, that's like space-time continuum physics type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Even the Most High said for him a day is as 1,000 years. So for ultimate reality himself, today is going to be as long as 1,000 years. Not a literal 1,000 years, but it's like today never ends. The end could be seen from the beginning. It's like everything is frozen. You know what I'm saying? It's like all we know to be reality in space and time has already happened and is frozen. And we, you and I, are just moving along the timeline. You know what I'm saying? Horizontally. You know what I mean? Through space and time continuum. You like Celeb? I'm too high for this, man. My bad. You know what I'm saying? Let me let you go, man. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. The snitch conversation, man. I'd like to know what your thoughts on it are, man. You know what I mean? Like, is it snitching if I know that you did it, but I just can't continue to say that I didn't do it? Is that snitching? You know what I mean? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Like, when you don't tell and you know all the details, and like small innocents have been murdered, like, aren't you just as bad, man, as the trigger puller, man? I think you are, honestly. Like, I honestly think you are, man. And I know a lot of people would like to be like, nah, I ain't as bad as a trigger puller. I didn't pull a trigger. Yeah, but you know who pulled the trigger, man. And the person that got killed was a 12-year-old, man. But now you don't know nothing? I mean, I don't know, man. I don't agree with that. Yo, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Be sure to like, be sure to subscribe. Hey, yo, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source, your source of celeb news.